Hi, this is Claire again with the English version of the full moon card video, and today we are using the Neues Neupert Lenormand. Yes, we are doing Lenormand again because sometimes even I need a little change. Yes, I'm a kind of a purist when it comes to the card, but I also love lovely things. And so yes, we find the golden middle, as we would say in German. So some years ago in Germany, we had a huge craze for Lenormand cards, and there were so many books and so many decks were brought out, and it was really crazy and sometimes even a little bit too much, because the books especially, it was like every publishing company wanted to have a book about Lenormand, so the authors started to put more and more and more techniques and yes, sometimes really useless techniques to pile them into books, and practical people, especially beginners, they often had problems to discern which method is really helpful, what is good, and what is just fulfilling books and selling them. Yeah, to say it plain, it was really a little bit crazy, but there were also small publishing companies like DK at that time. They are not in business anymore as far as I know, who brought out many older Lenormand decks, and this is one of them. We can have a look at them. It's ink drawings, which adds a lovely character to the pictures. They are quite dark. This is not just my lousy lighting or light situation. They are quite dark. Yes, I like ink drawings very much, colored ink drawings. So yes, wonderful cards and very atmospheric. I don't know how old they are exactly. These kinds of ink drawing were especially popular during the 50s, but I cannot say. Maybe someone just adopted the style. And you can see there are little rhymes, and they are sometimes a little bit rhyming is an art form, and some people master it, others not so much. But yes, it's okay. It's a deck. It's just a deck, and they did their best. Yes, so these are some impressions of the cards, and we will have a look at the cards now. 3 cards as always. This reading in general is not very fancy. It's not a reading that is like drama queen style, and the cards are sometimes like that, and it's important that we always also speak about this here in the videos, because sometimes some tarot readers, card readers in general, they make it overly dramatic. Yes, and some people even expect readings to be always something will be revealed that is extraordinary and things like that. It is not like that. It is just, how you say it best, it is just as real life is, and real life is sometimes even boring, and if life is boring, the cards will show this too. Yes, so it's a mirror. Oracles are always like a mirror for life. Many divinities, how you say this best, divine beings and spirits of divination have a mirror among their symbols, and this is because of that. Yes, so let's start with the cards, and here we have the garden and the park, and I am aware, I have seen this through many of my English Lenormand videos, and by the way, I have an English Lenormand correspondence course. Just watch my homepage, the link is in the description box, advertisement end. Yes, this is the one course I translated when there was a big Lenormand time, and we have much fun with it. It's classical correspondence course. Just ask about it if you have questions, and I can send you the curriculum. Yes, so this card is about being in public. Yes, it is about going out, going to nature, could also be a shopping mall. Yeah, because everywhere where people gather, this card focuses on. And the thought I had was I wanted to mention now also is I have seen during the course of the videos, to come back to this thought, that some meanings in English seem to be different than we use them here in Germany. I have also encountered this during the course. So it is very interesting, and my heart is happy when I see things like that, when you see different traditions around the cards. I know some people think this is confusing, but to me this is something that is very good, because it shows a living tradition. It shows that this is not just book knowledge. Yeah, something like in tarot, for example, we are very much around books. There is very much written knowledge, and it is very like codified. It's like strict in a way. And oracle cards like Lenormand, and also like the playing cards, oracles and things like that, they tend to be more like folk magic, more like that you have different traditions who can even have contradicting meanings, but it is alive. This is something to be cherished, not to be denied. Yes, because it shows living tradition, and this is the best thing that can happen. Yeah, just for that topic I wanted to mention, because some people are really confused and think like, what is right now? Yes, so it is of course always a matter of experience, of what is for you, right? Like you look at these different traditions, you do readings over a course of time, and then you see, okay, in my case this is the right way. Yeah, so you can't just read and say, okay, it's like that, done. It is living knowledge, and this is something very beautiful, and something we here, especially in the Western world, we really need to come back to this approach again. Yes, that some things are alive, and as alive things do, they are sometimes different. They are not the same everywhere. Yes, so coming back to the card. This card means going out, going to the public. Public in these days, of course, also means the internet. Yes, social media, or wherever you like to go. It is, yes, some people might ask now, okay, I go out every day. I'm in the internet every day. What is special about this card? What does it mean? I mean, this is just real life, okay? What can I gain from it? Okay, and here we go. This card means if you're facing a challenge now, if you're having a problem, if you want to solve something, if you want to approach something, it does not have to be just for problem solving. It can also be for something you want to approach. This card means choose a broad approach. Yeah, we know, for example, in tarot, the Hermit's card. He means solitude, searching within yourself, letting outside all the many voices that are there outside. Yes, but this card is exactly the opposite. It's at the other side of the scale, you could say. It is about going out, hearing many voices, many influences. It's about much is good, much is beautiful, more is more. Yeah, in this case. Sometimes the cards are just about our approach towards life. What is good now? How should I approach it? Yeah, it's not so much about the outcome, the result, because most people go out every day. I think just a few of us are hermits or living like in a farm outside, very far away from everyone. Most people are among other people. So this is nothing special. It is about choosing this to solve problems, to find what's important for you. And sometimes we really need this. Sometimes it is possible to search within yourself, and it's the best way, and you will be shown by your inner voice what is important for you. So this approach is the opposite. It is like going out and asking as many people as you can, watching the internet, how other people do it, or things like that. And then among all these many influences that you gather, you will be drawn to some of them. It's like your inner bell is ringing, as we would say in German. It rings when you look at a certain approach, for example. And then you know, this is my path. This is where I want to go, or how I want to do it. Yes, so this card is really about how to approach, and it is about a very broad and very open approach that involves many influences, not just a few. Yes, so when we look at the bear card, the bear is a strong animal. It is the typical card of the boss, of a good friend, of someone who has like strong shoulders you can rely on. or you can put your head on and like this. Yes, it's a reliable person. It is mostly male, and it is also a card. I tend to see the card in a broader picture. Like in Lenormand, some people really stick to the books, and the books are very interesting, no doubt about this. But for example, spirituality, the bear, yes, is an important power element for many people. The bear is also linked to old gods and goddesses. We even had bear skulls in Mesolithic or Neolithic caves, yes, like there has been a bear cult, people are assuming at least. So this is very ancient, very old, and although the makers of the Lenormand cards certainly, I don't know if we can say certainly, but most likely they had not any beer cult on their mind. But when you look through all oracles, again and again some things pop up that are ancient, that are old, even if it's not consciously. Yeah, it's like archetypes, you could say. And this is very interesting because it's always coming up again. Yeah, we could also think about goddesses like Artemis or Artio. Yeah, the beer goddesses. This ancient cult. There was a figure in Swiss and Bern who Bern itself is like beer. Yeah, it's the same source, the same root word. In Switzerland, there has been a wonderful like little statue of a venerator and a beer that has been digged out by archaeologists. So from the Roman times, Celtic times, this roughly this time, old times. So it is very interesting. It's a very ancient symbol, and it is also a symbol of just strength. Yeah, the beer is linked to also knowledge of herbs. It is linked to the sun. It is linked to you could say like an ancestor of us. An animal ancestor. It's a sacred animal and also a heraldic animal in many countries or regions or towns. Yeah, so it's important. It's really important. And to me, it has a deeper meaning than just the usual meanings like this is your boss, this is your a good friend, a strong friend, someone who is caring, someone who is reliable and brings strength. Yes. So I would always encourage you, if your inner voice says this means more than just the classical meaning you find in a Lenormand book, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, because at the end of the day, the cards are just a tool for your intuition to speak. Okay, we should put out the just of the sentence because oracles have like a consciousness or a spirit of themselves, certainly. So it's not just, but it is a helper for the intuition. Yes, so let the intuition speak when it speaks. This is what I'm meaning, yeah? So we have this beer here, this strong, reliable energy. This is, if it is a real life person, it might be your boss. It can also be your partner, if it's this kind of partner who is a crafts person, maybe a little bit not so extroverted, maybe more introvert, but very reliable, a strong person, someone who is caring but does not make many words, as we say in German. Like it's not the partner to chat and many words, but when it's important, he is there. He will help you. Yeah, very reliable. So everyone has his qualities, and this quality of the beer qualities is a bit slow but strong energy. But in case of need, beers can be very fast when they need to. So don't underestimate this person. Yeah, some people, if you are a little bit more superficial in your how you see other people, you might think this is a boring person, but it is not. It is a person that keeps its strength to itself and can unfold it when needed. Yeah. Yes, so let's have a look at the third card, and the third card is the clouds. And when we come to the clouds, this is a card where the different sides have different meanings. So when you have, for example, the Grand Tableau, this is especially important to look what is here and what is here. Yes, so it's classical. We have here clouds that are a little bit more friendly, like summer day clouds, you could say. And this is, yes, thunder coming. So when we compare this to tarot, for example, so you have a reference when you are more into tarot, because I mainly do tarot videos, and you might be coming more from this direction, you could see the light clouds. They are like a fog, like a situation that is not so easy to see through. They are a bit like the moon card. The moon is also about situations that are not easily to judge. And the dark side is, yes, storm and thunder and rain. This is like the Tower card. Yeah, so we have 2 in 1. What a lovely combination. Yes, but here we see the light side towards the bear. And this light side means being a little bit in the fog. It means you don't see everything that is important right now. You should have a look at the details. You should, if it's at... Oh, my English. Okay, I start the sentence again. If you are in a situation where you have to make a decision, try to do it as slow as possible to get more information, because you don't see the whole picture where this shows up. Yes? Be careful, be aware that you don't know everything, that there is some kind of fog around things. Try to find out more first. Try to win, you can't say win time. In Germany, we would say try to win time. This means try to get more time, if you would put it in English, to solve this. And sometimes you just have to accept it and to let this fog vanish by itself. So when we put these 2 cards together, this also gains a special meaning. Combinations are always important in Lenormand. And yes, this can mean somebody in your life, like your boss, like a partner, like a friend. Maybe this inner beer in yourself, like your personal core energy of strength, of slow but thoughtful decisions and things like that, stands in the fog, as we would say in German. This person or energy or part of yourself does not really know right at the moment. And sometimes this is really about taking care for this person. Yes, offering help, offering an ear. I don't know if you can say it like this in English, but you can say it like this in German. Offering an ear means listen to the person. Say, I have time. Do we want to chat? Do we want to talk? I would like to listen to you. Yes. Tell it to me. Shared problems are half problems, as we say. So, yes, really take care of yourself if this is about yourself. And yes, I do a broad reading right now, but we are doing full moon cards here. This is, if you would do this for a person that is sitting in front of you, it would be different. It would be more on the point. But as I do these readings here, I try to say, tell you very broad meanings, so you can listen to where your intuition is saying, this is my thing. This is where this applies to my life. Yes? This is the approach we have here. And so this means someone is in the fog, and please don't put pressure onto this person. It is a meaning here is no aggressiveness inside this. So try to be understanding. It can also be helpful. Maybe this is your boss. Maybe he is standing in the fog right now. So it depends on your relationship to each other, but try to be understanding, or at least understand it for yourself so you can judge the situation. Yes, everyone is having these moments sometimes. So this is just human. And if you know about it, you can understand and you can adapt to the situation. Yes, and if it is a friend, if it is a partner, someone in your life, then be gentle, be careful, and be accepting. We all are in the fog sometimes. Yes, and don't put pressure onto this, because if you put pressure onto clouds, they tend to become thunder, so to speak. So don't put pressure onto this. Don't put too much energy into this. The cloud card is a card that has a tendency to solve itself. It dissolves by itself, the cloud, like they do on heaven. Yeah, so this is just something where compassion is needed. Friendliness, understanding, and if you put pressure onto this, I mean, in real life, we all know most people put enough pressure onto themselves already. So this is not needed. Yeah. When clouds get stressed, you have a thunderstorm. So really, it is like it is. You can't change it. You can just wait for it to go, and you can support this person or yourself if this is talking about yourself. Yes? So when we have this card here, I know Lenormand is a lot about combinations, but to me personally, here is like a cut in these cards. This is about the approach in general for this time to come. Be open, listen to many voices. Yeah, it's not a time to go within yourself, it's a time to go out, find out, and listen to where your inner voice says, yes, this was the idea. This was what was stated now. This is your thing. Yeah. You will find in books, of course, combinations of these cards. Yeah, how to read the park towards the beer. But, and this is something I can only encourage you to, when your intuition is saying, well, these cards have a meaning and this card has a meaning, but I see no connection here, then listen to it. Have the courage to do it your way. Yes, because all the books are wonderful, they are helpful, and they have so much experiences for us to offer. But in the end, you are sitting in front of the cards in this moment. And your intuition is speaking in this moment, and the book does not know about your intuition. It is really important because in the courses, I often have people who are afraid to listen to their inner voice. And this is something where I really have to say something, because the cards are about listening to your inner voice. And when it shows up, listen to it. Yes, you know what I mean. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to have your personal approach. And maybe later you learn this was not the right way. I will do it in another way. And your intuition gets stronger and stronger. It's like a muscle. It must be trained, and you will make mistakes, and there is no getting around that. Yes. It is about learning, strengthening, doing all the work, and then it will become stronger. So I try to cover also in these videos here with the full moon cards as many approaches towards the card as possible, so you see what is possible. So you get a broader picture, and hopefully don't miss your inner voice when it shows up. Yes? So when we put these cards together, we have here our approach outward. Many things, many people, many influences. Listen to where your inner bell is ringing. Yes, it's not a time to be with yourself and just be brooding over topics. Try to get some fresh air into the matters. Try to get some fresh influences from outside, and everything will dissolve in a wonderful way. This card has a light energy. So these cards don't have a light energy. This is about a strong, reliable person or force in your life that is fogged, that is standing in the fog, and you can just, the best approach is to wait until this dissolves by its own. So you don't want to put pressure on it, like putting pressure on clouds and then you have a thunderstorm. We don't want that. Compassion is needed, friendliness is needed. Sometimes we all stand in the fog. It's just human, it's just life unfolding. So be prepared, be understanding. This is the best thing you can do. Yes, in Buddhism they say don't shoot the second arrow. This means this arrow, like something is hurting you, is there. It is like the fog. It is like the situation where it's difficult to see what's right or wrong or what's going on. And it's like sometimes I see something. Is this right? I don't know. It's difficult to judge. All of this. Yes, this is all, everything I mean with fog, with clouds. It's clouded. Yeah, it's difficult to estimate what's going on. Sometimes this happens. This is the first arrow. The second arrow would be the arrow you shoot yourself. This is like blaming yourself for it, or blaming life for it, or blaming the person, the beer for it. Why are you not more perfect, more caring? Why are you so indecisive? You know, difficult to make decisions is what I mean. Why are you like that? Why are you not here, like really present in situations? You can't be really present when you don't see where you are, who you are, what the situation is. It's difficult. So don't be so judging. Don't be so hard. Don't shoot that second arrow, if you want to put it in Buddhist philosophy. Yes? This will go by itself. The wind will blow, the clouds will disappear, the sun will shine again. Just as it does in nature. You can't force it, at least now, you can't force the clouds to disappear. You just have to wait, and during this time be nurturing towards yourself or this person, be understanding. It's just life unfolding, it's just human. There does not need to be any judgment about this. Yes? Yes, so these cards are not, as I have said in the beginning, are not drama cards. They are not dramatic, they are not yes, like a big zigzag of energies or something like that. And it is like this sometimes. It's just as life unfolds. Yes? So you don't have to worry when you are having cards like these and they are not spectacular enough or something like that. You don't have to worry. Life is like that sometimes. Yes? Some readers are exaggerating everything and they want to put on a show and it has to be big and fancy, and yes, sometimes it is great, or sometimes it's not so great. It depends on the cards. But when it is like that, don't doubt yourself. It's just like a mirror. It shows life. And there can be many things in a mirror, you know? Okay, so this is my full moon reading for this time, with a little bit philosophy beyond among the lines. Yes, so it's needed. The philosophy, it's not just about the meaning, it's also about your approach towards the cards and to see what is possible. You have so many possibilities to read the cards, and it does not have to be dramatic to be valid and also important. Yeah, not just dramatic things are important. I have to add this because I get many questions in this, in these matters lately, so I had to say this. Okay, so these are the full moon cards for this time, and we will see each other next full moon again.